There comes a time in every person's life when they finally look back and realize who truly stood by them, who held their heart with patience, who saw them in their weakest moments and still stayed. For your person, that realization has finally come, and it's about you. You were never just another person who walked into their life. You were someone who carried light inside your soul. Someone who didn't speak to impress, but to comfort. You had a kind of peace that they couldn't find anywhere else. Your words were simple, but they reached their heart. Your presence was calm, but it made them feel safe. They might not have said it, but you handled them better than anyone ever did. You understood their silence when they couldn't explain what was wrong. You read their emotions before they even tried to hide them. You gave love without needing to prove anything. You didn't ask for perfection. You simply loved them for who they were. At first, they didn't notice how rare that was. They took your patience for granted, your calmness for weakness. They thought the world was full of people like you, soft, understanding, kind. But life has a way of teaching lessons when we least expect it. When you left, they met others. They tried to find the same peace, the same comfort, the same energy, but nothing felt the same. The world outside was louder, colder, faster. They met people who talked too much, but listened too little. People who looked at their face, but not their heart. And that's when they started missing you. Not because of your presence only, but because of how you made them feel. You didn't just handle their words. You handled their silence. You didn't just love them. You accepted them. You gave them the kind of emotional space that only real love can give. You made them feel seen. And now, as they sit with their thoughts, they realize how deeply you understood their energy. They remember moments when you could sense something was wrong without them saying a word. You'd just look at them and know. You'd tell them it's okay, I'm here, and somehow that was enough. No advice, no big speeches, just your presence. That was healing for them. That was love in its purest form. Now, they're surrounded by people who don't understand them. People who get irritated when they go quiet. People who misunderstand their moods, who walk away when things get hard. They start to see the difference. They start to feel the loss. Because not everyone has your kind of heart. The heart that gives even when it's tired. The heart that loves without expecting. And somewhere deep inside, remembering everything you ever said, every time you told them to take care of themselves, every time you forgave them when they didn't deserve it, every time you showed love, even when they were distant. Those moments now echo in their heart, like whispers from the past. Soft, real, unforgettable. They realize now that you weren't weak for loving them. You were strong for staying kind in a world that's often harsh. You were strong for handling their moods, their fears, their confusion, with love instead of anger. You were the calm in their storm. And now that calmness is gone, they feel the emptiness. Sometimes at night, they think about what life would be like if they had treated you better. If they had understood what they had before it was gone. They replay conversations in their mind, moments when they could have said sorry, times when they could have shown gratitude, but didn't. Those memories felt heavy, like unfinished sentences hanging in the air. You see, there's something about genuine energy. It stays. It doesn't fade, even with time or distance. Your energy is still with them. Your kindness, your care, your love. It still surrounds them in invisible ways. It still teaches them, even now. They may not tell anyone, but they miss your understanding. They miss how you made things simple. They miss how you handled their anger without judgment. They miss the comfort of being around someone who truly got them. You see, when someone truly connects to your soul, it changes them. It wakes something inside them that no one else can reach. You became that person for them. Their mirror, their peace, their emotional anchor. But now that you're gone, they're learning the hardest truth. Not everyone can handle your kind of light. Some people need to lose it to realize how rare it was. And that's exactly what happened here. They thought they could replace you. But you can't replace someone who loved you without fear. You can't replace someone who carried your emotions like they were their own. You can't replace someone who brings peace to your chaos. You can only remember them and hope you're lucky enough to cross paths again. Now they think of you in small moments. When they're tired of pretending, when the world feels heavy, when the noise becomes too much. They think of your patience, your gentle energy, your way of bringing silence that felt like home. And they whisper to themselves, no one could ever handle me like they did. It's true, you handled them differently. You didn't try to control them. You guided them through their storms. Not by changing them, but by reminding them who they were. You gave them faith when they doubted themselves. You gave them hope when they couldn't see any light. And even now, you continue to teach them through absence. They're learning the value of calmness, the importance of real connection, the power of love that doesn't demand but simply gives. This is your reminder too. Don't regret being the one who loved deeply. Don't feel weak for being soft in a hard world. People like you are rare. Your ability to love, to understand, to handle energy with care, that's your gift. And even if they couldn't appreciate it before, the universe always finds a way to show them what they lost. You were a blessing they didn't recognize, and now they carry the lesson you left behind. Maybe one day they'll come back. Maybe they won't. But one thing will never change. Your love transformed them. Your patience healed parts of them they never talked about. So keep shining. Keep being that calm energy that the world needs. Because the right people, the ones meant for your soul, will never make you feel like you have to hide your light. They'll see your energy as home, just like they once did, but this time they'll know how to protect it. And to them, your absence will always be a reminder that true love isn't loud or dramatic. It's quiet, strong, and patient. It's the kind of love that holds space instead of control. It's the kind of love that says, I see you, even when you don't see yourself. So let this be your message today. Never doubt the power of your kindness. Never question your love. You were the one who handled their heart and energy like no one else ever could. And that kind of connection doesn't die. It just lives silently in the soul, waiting for time to remind them. What they once had was real. Because you were real. Your love was real. And real love, no matter how much time passes, always leaves a mark on the soul.